Welcome to this episode of Objectively Wrong, presented by the Next Men Up. As always, I'm John. That's Ibteen. This is a different wall because I have way too much stuff on my desk, so I have to be in this room.
Woo, off-season.
Yeah, I've taken on a hobby. I collect Pokemon cards now, and I have too many. My binders are full. And now my desk is full.
John has a problem.
I don't not have a problem. But anyway, everything's fine. But anyway, it is the off season. And in the off season, Ibteen and I do this thing called getting desperate and grasping at straws for content.
Woo!
And that's what we're doing today. Please love us and respect and appreciate what we do.
Also, we should start doing our shot takes soon.
Very.
Because we have to
soon.
Them.
Yeah, we have to get those done so we can reload. Yeah. We're going to start probably with the next episode is when shots will begin.
John's healthy again.
Yeah, I finally kicked COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I cleared COVID. I tested negative again for the first time a couple of days after our last episode. You know what's funny, though? I tested negative, and then the night because I tested negative in the afternoon, that night was probably my worst night. Like I got insanely feverish and went to bed by like midnight, which, if you know me, is a
super early.
That's an achievement.
Yeah.
I don't really go to sleep before 2. Generally.
John isn't what you would call a morning person. He's maybe an early afternoon person.
Oh, no, listen, I generally wake up. My usual sleep period is from like 2 to like 9 or 2 to 8. Okay. So I can wake up. I can wake up. If I have to wake up, it's easy money. I just don't try to.
But I do have a problem. I can stop whenever I want. Right. as he pulls over his Pokemon card blanket.
I have enough to make a blanket out of them. I have enough to make several blankets out of them. I have enough on this table right now that I'm looking. They're off screen, and it's important that they stay there.
I've been to your apartment. I've seen the quantity.
Yeah, these are new ones.
Oh no, John.
Anyway. So what we're going to do today is a couple of things. It's a twofold episode. What is that?
Oh, it's coffee with some milk.
God, it's
It's
an unpleasing color.
Yeah. It looks like I poured chocolate milk into water.
It looks like you dumped butt into a glass. It's disgusting looking.
Off season.
I am so glad that I now can add it to my life that I have said dumped butt on the internet. I have said that on the internet, and there's no going back. Yeah. So we're going to talk about first. I didn't know that our first topic today was going to be David Njoku.
Oh my God.
Because as if Cleveland needed to do anything dumber.
Cleveland continues to screw me.
By the way, real quick,
which is a problem, honestly, for Cleveland.
We're gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna throw Ibteen a slight bone here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw this slightly out there. There is a new Deshaun Watson accuser. I feel like I'm saying this almost like we're trying to bury it. Of course, we're not trying to do that. There's a new accuser.
This one's pretty serious, actually.
It's not good.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to advise us that we are a very small operation. We do not have a legal team. We do not have researchers. We are everything. And then also Chris is also everything. So we are a group of 3 that who's the, well, I guess, yeah, Kevin. We are a group of 3-ish that can only do so much. And we like to have fun on the show. We also talk about very important things on the show. The Deshaun Watson thing is every part important and no part's fun. That said, it is also an incredibly sensitive subject that Ebtine and I are certainly not experts on. And we don't want to disrespect any accuser or any party to that by misconstruing or misstating facts that we don't directly know. So that's more or less why we are relatively eggshellish when we discuss that issue.
Can you tell which one of us is going to become the lawyer?
I really hope I pass the bar. Anyway, and so far my bar prep company, which I will not name, it's Barbary, is the website has crashed 2 different times to the point where I can't log in and study for like a couple hours at a time. It's not cool.
My MCAT prep's going really good.
There we go.
Looks just like this drink.
So yeah, we're definitely more hesitant to jump all over the Deshaun Watson thing. That said, the Cleveland Browns, we are not fans of the Browns right now.
I've never been a fan of the Browns.
In large part for their handling of the Watson situation. And but now to a lesser extent, their what appears to be strange allocation of funds.
Who's the GM of the Browns right now?
Andrew Berry.
Why?
Someone I like. I like Andrew Berry.
Why is he still the GM?
I'm not sure. I remember when David Njoku like a year and a half ago was on the trade block.
Remember when David Njoku was supposed to break out? Because he hasn't yet.
Right. But they paid him like he did. They paid him like he's going to, actually.
They paid him like, oh, look, you're going to be a top 5 tight end next year.
So that's kind of what you do. But would you really like, oh God, what a stupid headline. The notable extension given from the Browns to David Njoku is likely to have an impact on the tight end market going forward. Duh.
We're going to talk about that.
What analysis is that? Anyway, David Njoku had his second best career season this past year. He had his second best season. He started 11 out of 16 games, even though they're 17 now. Yeah. He started 11 out of a possible 17 games.
Yep.
And he caught 36 passes for 475 and 4 touchdowns.
You want to know how much he's making over 4 years, John?
What's he got, Ebtine?
$57 million.
How do we get here?
Darren Waller's going to get 90.
Darren Waller's going to get 100.
Yeah.
And it's, by the way, probably not going to be worth it because he'll be over 30, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if I would do it. If I were, so here's the question. What big time tight ends are still like to be paid? Because Philadelphia paid Goddard earlier this year, not this amount. Like not this amount.
The ones that haven't been in the league for longer than a year.
So wait, hold on. David Njoku's contract terms are what? 4 for what?
56.75.
4 for 56.7?
Yeah.
Okay, that's literally Goddard. Goddard got 4 for 57. Let's comp them real quick. Before we even look at the numbers, I think I'll let the non-Eagle fan speak on this. Ebtine, who would you rather throw a football to? If you were employing the player, who would you rather be throwing the ball to? Dallas Goedert or David Njoku?
Goddard.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
In one less season, Dallas Goedert has caught 1 more touchdown. He has also caught 500 more yards and 45 more passes.
Also, Njoku has $28 million guaranteed.
Goddard has
less. I know for sure it's less.
Goddard's guarantee No, it's not less.
It's not?
No. Goddard's guarantee is 35.
Goddard made bank.
Goddard got a
Did
lot.
Did you realize how nobody was surprised with his contract?
No, Goddard earned his contract.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Dallas Goedert earned his contract. Now, David Njoku has one thing on his side, and it's a pretty significant thing to have on his side. He's a year and change younger than Dallas Goedert. He's played one more full season, but he's a year and change younger than Dallas Goedert. Okay. I'm not going to pretend like he's not. How crazy is it? David Njoku's family has got some really interesting names, and then his name is David. One of his parents is named Innocent.
Wow.
And a sibling is named Evidence. And he got David. That's a shame.
David Njoku should have been an emo guy.
David got screwed. So anyway,
what would his name should have been? I don't know.
Who knows? Here's the point. David Njoku has not yet produced at the level that would warrant the funding that he has received. Now, I'm not saying he can't get there. I'm sus that he will.
It's just kind of, we've been saying, watch out for David Njoku. Watch out for David Njoku. Every single year of his career.
I mean, listen to this. 2017, he caught 32 balls. He played 16 games. He wasn't unhealthy. He only started 5, but he was available. Then 2018, second season, he was targeted 88 times. He got 88 targets, which is more than Goddard's ever faced. Goddard's career high is 87. Njoku was targeted 88 times and caught 56 of them. The problem is it was only for 639, and he scored 4 touchdowns. Now, that's not terrible. It's actually pretty good. Following year, he did nothing. I think he's probably hurt based on these numbers. And then 2020, he only caught 19 balls for 213.
Sounds
and then
last hurt again.
Yeah, he played 13 games though. And then this past year, 36 catches for 475. It's a guy that's plateauing, and it's plateauing at mid-tier. But let's give him borderline $60 million. What are we doing?
And let's basically pay him like a top 5 tight end.
Tight end's a premium position now, right? It's a major position. I am sorry, Ebteen, about what you are going to have to pay Darren Waller. I'm legitimately sorry.
Forward to it.
Yeah, I'm legitimately sorry.
Yeah, let's transition there. Let's transition to what this does in tight end market. Waller is next, right? It's not crazy to think.
It's Waller or Dalton Schultz. Schultz is going to get. You do not want to go after Schultz. I'm just going to make that very clear.
I don't like the idea of paying Dalton Schultz when Dallas kind of has 2 tight ends.
Who's the other?
The other Dallas tight end. I always get the 2 of them mixed up.
You're thinking of Blake Jarwin?
Yeah.
I think he left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Blake Jarwin's a free agent.
Dallas is going to be paying Dalton Schultz.
Oh, no, they're going to pay him big money.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dalton Schultz is the guy. The problem is, Dalton Schultz, in my view, you've got Njoku, and then you've got Goddard, and then you've got Schultz, right in the middle of them. And I would argue that Schultz is approaching closer to Goddard than he is to Njoku.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not trying to say Njoku's a terrible football player. I just don't think he's worth what they paid him. And Cleveland clearly didn't initially either, because they gave Austin Hooper a bunch of cash.
Yeah.
Now he's gone.
Cleveland does not pay tight ends well.
No, Austin Hooper busted hard in Cleveland. He stunk. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend Dalton Schultz is a worse investment than Njoku, because he isn't. I would much rather pay Dalton Schultz than David Njoku.
So let's do that. We're paying Dalton Schultz. What's the contract?
I would say it's almost identical to Dallas Goedert. like number to number, I think it's probably almost identical.
All right, now we're paying Darren Waller.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
Because there's like a big five right now in the NFL. There's like a big five, and he's part of it. Best tight ends in the league right now are who? Kelsey, Kittle, Andrews.
And Andrews.
Waller. There's a fifth, isn't there?
I mean, it's too early to crown Kyle Pitts, but we're getting there.
I don't know if it's Pitts yet.
Yeah,
he will be. You're right. He will be.
I have Pitts, Goddard, Hawkinson, maybe Gesicki.
It's probably not Hawkinson.
Yeah, but those are the next level. There's really four, and we got a couple tight ends that are approaching.
No, I think no. We hit him. It's the big four. It's four, and then it falls off. Yeah, so you're right.
The problem is Waller will turn 30 on September 13th in this season.
He's going to be 30 this year?
Yeah.
When's the contract up?
He has 2 more years on his contract.
Oh. Well, then I'm going to tell you right now, get ready for a holdout. Get ready for a holdout.
He has personally said that he just wants to play football, and he has no plans in missing anything.
Is he an agent?
Oh, yeah, it's not a good one.
Who is it?
I'm pretty sure it's Drew.
It's not Drew. It can't be Drew. Don't tell me it's Drew, Epstein. If it's Drew, you're in for a world of hurt. Please don't be Drew.
Darren Waller tight end.
It's Andy Sims. It's not Drew. Okay. That's to all those that are more casual football fans, you do not understand how important it is that it is not Drew.
Drew Rosenhaus, man.
Drew Rosenhaus. That will bring the fear of God into that negotiation. Darren Waller would be fool. I mean, listen, I'm not going to. If Darren Waller decides
he'd be a fool to not try to get another contract right now.
No, because he's not his contract goes up at 32. Actually, looking at his contract, this is actually a terrible deal he signed.
He's currently 17th on pay.
Yeah, I got 11. I've got him at 11, but it's 11 on cap hit. But this is actually pretty disgusting because he's only getting paid like 6.8 this coming year.
It was.
Yeah, you guys have him over the barrel right now.
Yeah,
that's not fair. You guys gave him a crap contract. I mean,
to be fair,
good for you, but also bad for you.
To be fair, we gave him this contract like the year after he kind of broke out, and he was basically like 1 foot out of the league and all that.
I understand. You gave him a contract that you knew you could give him, and I'm not gonna. I don't fault that. It's kind of ugly dealing. I don't love it, but you got the man for well below market value.
Now, this contract needs to, honestly, in my opinion, happen because Mike Gesicki was franchise tagged, wasn't he? Wasn't Dalton Schultz?
So was Schultz, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was Schultz. And Goddard would have been if we didn't get the deal done mid-year. Yeah.
That contract stuff figured out.
Darren Waller needs to wake up one morning and just go like, my bank account's not big enough. and he'll be right.
Yeah.
He'll be very right. Does Mark Andrews have a deal yet?
Yeah, Mark Andrews came in just under David Njoku, I'm pretty sure.
That can't be true.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait. Don't tell me that.
I'm almost certain.
Oh my God, it is. What?
Yeah.
Justin Shulman, athletes first, his agent. Oh dear God. Okay, he at least has an out.
Mm-hmm.
He at least has an out. But holy God. So he signed this a year ago. Wow. Cleveland has given him money. All right. So really, here we learn today. What did we learn today? Cleveland's dumb. Cleveland dumb. Cleveland also really thinks Deshaun Watson's so good that Njoku's now an elite tight end.
Yeah.
Whew.
Also, congratulations, everyone. It's June 1st. That's important in the draft. Post June 1st cuts, all that crap. Salary cap, all of that. The Browns have the most salary cap space in the league at $41 million. The Panthers at 25, the Raiders at 22.5, and the lowest is the 49ers at $421,000.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But it's mainly because they have not moved on from Jimmy Garoppolo yet.
Yes.
That's a big piece of this. And with each passing day, it appears as if it's going to become less and less likely that they will be able to move on from Mr. Garoppolo.
So where does that lead us, John?
Well, it leads us to a very odd idea that we're going to try today because nobody ever ranks backup quarterbacks.
It could only happen during the offseason.
And it can only happen right here on this ridiculous show.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to draft quarterbacks. We're going to draft backup quarterbacks. Now, bit of a stipulation here. We are not drafting any rookie quarterback. So, for example, the Carolina Panthers quarterback, starting quarterback, according to the depth chart as of today, is Andy Darnold. Sam
Darnold. What? That works.
Right. Is Sam Darnold. He stinks. However, their backup quarterback is Matt Corral. That's kind of it there. Now, we could argue PJ Walker, I guess, but I'm not going to. Basically, what we're going to do today is we're both going to draft a team of 10. PJ Walker's not going to be on the team, so I'm not really worried about Carolina. But more or less, when we see a rookie quarterback as the backup, that team is pretty much exempt here from this exercise. You can't gauge a backup quarterback that has yet to play any NFL snaps, preseason or otherwise. So we're going to ignore the rookies. So, the Kenny Pickett's of the world they've got more backups over there in Pittsburgh, but Kenny Pickett is absolved. Bailey Zapp in New England is absolved. Desmond Ridder, Matt Corral, they are absolved. By the way, if you can name the other Falcon quarterback not named Mariota on that depth chart and you're a listener to this show, tweet at us. without looking, if you can do it, I only hint I'll give you is his first and last name start with the same letter. But it's a player I've never heard of when we did this research prior to this. So, should I do the coin toss?
Oh, no way.
What?
I couldn't figure that out. I know who it is now.
You could not have figured that out.
Well, I could have figured that out.
You don't know who that is.
He had a quality college career. He was considered at one point a quality day 3 pick.
No, he was not. On what draft? The CFL?
Probably.
No. I mean, he's big. That's it. He's big. His NFL stats, guys, just to give you one last hint, his NFL stats, no touchdowns, no touchdowns to 1 interception with no passing yards and 6 rushing yards.
Yeah.
The man's completed 1 pass and it was to someone on the opposing team. Yeah, football. So anyway, let us begin.
All right, let's flip a coin, John.
All right, I will find the coin. Flip a coin. Yeah, Google. All right, do you want to watch the coin flip?
Sure, for posterity's sake.
Okay, ready?
Who's calling it?
I don't know, you, I guess.
Okay.
Ready, go.
Heads.
It's tails.
It's tails? All right, you can decide. Do you want first or second pick?
I'll go first. Are we
going major decision.
Are we going Serpentine?
There's only 2 of us. So.
Yeah, but if it's Serpentine, I'll pick 1, and then you pick 2 and 3, and then I pick 4 or 5, stuff like that.
No.
So you just okay, fine. Then I'm definitely going first.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going first.
Mm-hmm.
And my pick.
Now, is this like a quarterback to win a football game right now?
I don't have a clue what we're
doing.
Who knows? Sure. If I don't know, he needs to win 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 dudes that I'm narrowed between.
I have a top three. It's pretty obvious.
You know what? There's actually a fourth that I'd be okay with too.
He just gets punctured in the lungs sometimes.
No, that wasn't the fourth. He was in the top three.
Okay.
He was in the top three. But I'm actually going to take him. I'm going to do Tyrod Taylor.
You're going to take Tyrod Taylor, number one.
Yeah, I mean,
justify yourself.
Yeah, the justification is simply that he's had the other than Jimmy Garoppolo, who we are counting as a backup quarterback here.
Yeah.
Other than Jimmy Garoppolo, he's got the most, Chad Henne. Yeah, okay, Chad Henne's been in the NFL a long time. But outside of Tyrod Taylor, there's no one else on here that has played substantial football for a prolonged period of time. Tyrod Taylor was at one point Buffalo's guy. They were like, it's you, period. So there was a reason then Tyrod Taylor is really only a backup now because of necessity. But I'll tell you right now who my other three were.
Okay.
Jimmy was one of them. Taylor Heineke was another.
He's not in my top five.
And Gardner Minshew was one of my other. Was
also
my other
not in my top five.
You're wildin'.
I'm wildin'.
You're absolutely wildin'.
All right.
I don't know who else on this list you would want to win you one football game.
Win you one football game.
There's one other I could argue maybe you would have wanted. But if we're talking to win me a football game, I'd probably go Tyrod. Tyrod Taylor could be first. Keep in mind, there's others that I haven't named yet, but where's the fun in that? If I name 50 other guys, then it's just not fun.
All right, with pick number 2, I get my first choice, actually.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take Jimmy Garoppolo.
Go ahead. He wasn't on my board at all.
Listen, he's limited. He is limited. But the other people I was considering, I'm more afraid they will ruin my game. I'm less afraid. I think Jimmy Garoppolo can manage a game. And I think you can win a game with Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, hell, he went to Super Bowl. He went to an NFC championship.
He did.
Yeah, I'm 100% going Jimmy Garoppolo. I think Garoppolo is probably the best quarterback on the market that you can get right now. His contract's just an albatross.
And it's a bad albatross.
Yeah. So you're at pick 3.
Yeah, I'm not proud of what I'm about to do.
Okay.
But I have to stand by my man.
All right. He's number 2 for me.
Give me Baker. I will take Baker Mayfield, who is at this moment currently a backup quarterback. He should not be. I don't care that he has an attitude. He should probably be starting somewhere. It's that simple.
I hope they ask him to play. I hope
they may not have a choice.
Yeah.
They may not have a choice.
Yeah,
because there's rumors circulating that Watson might face a year. By the way, if Watson gets a year, that Houston will have pulled off the fleecing of the decade. If Watson gets a year.
If Watson gets 2 years, because his contract.
No. If Watson gets 2 years, then Cleveland looks like the biggest dumbasses in the history of the league. But Houston wins to an epic extent with a 1-year suspension. It would be ridiculous to trade a player. You're basically trading. Let's argue it from the perspective of an injury, for example. Obviously what he did or what he allegedly has done is worse than any injury could have been. But let's just argue for the sake of he's out for a season. Let's say he tore his ACL. You effectively traded a man with a broken leg. You traded a guy with no ability to play for a king's ransom. And in turn, a conference foe is out a gargantuan sum of money.
Yeah.
So you killed a team and took all their stuff. Houston would look like geniuses if they pulled that.
And if that happens, if it's 2 years, Watson will actually lose so
if
much.
it's 2 years, I think we have to elect Jack Easterby president. I think that's like the rules.
Oh, no.
I think the rules would be that Nick Caserio would have to become the overlord of the universe. I think that's how. I don't make the rules. He'd like usurp Galactus.
So I'm at pick 4, and I'm looking at 2 quarterbacks who both have started football games, one for much longer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at 2 quarterbacks who both played in the playoffs. I'm going to pick the one that I think right now is better, but I think I'm splitting hairs here. I'm going to go Mitchell Trubisky. And I'm going to go Trubisky.
You fool.
I'm going to go Trubisky for one reason. I think the Chicago Bears are that bad. I think the Chicago Bears have managed their offenses at probably a catastrophic level. And what they're going to do to Justin Fields is malpractice. I think Trubisky showed that he could still, play football at an elite backup level in Buffalo.
How about just play at a level?
Yeah.
Not even a high level, a level.
I'm going to go Trubisky. Yeah, Trubisky's my second quarterback.
Thanks for giving me the W.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take Minshew now.
Oh, that was not even the other quarterback for me.
I'm still going to take Minshew now. So go ahead and have your second. But I have to take Minshew here. Minshew has played winning football in this league in the weirdest ways. For some reason, his teammates seem to love playing with him. I'm not going to complain about that. He's got attitude. I think I know who your next player is. The thing is, if I didn't take Minshew here, you would have taken him. So
yeah, that actually would.
I think our 2 picks here. Can I predict who your next player is?
Sure.
Is it Brissett?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
Before you do that, I want to keep track so we can rattle this off at the end. Who was the second quarterback you took again?
Baker.
Thank you.
I took Tyrod, Minshew, and Baker.
I am going to draft the other side of the coin I just said. I'm going to take Andy Dalton. I'm thinking about who can win me a football game right now, John.
He can't.
I don't think Jacoby Brissett has shown he can either.
That might be true.
Andy Dalton.
Oh, no. I think we're approaching the range of these guys aren't winning jack.
Yeah. Andy Dalton has played playoff games. He's had a pretty decent career, honestly. He's a little long in the tooth, but I still think he can manage a game. And that's kind of what I've been going for. I'm looking for quarterbacks who won't ruin my game. So all right, you're up again.
Okay. Poof. I can go a few routes here. There's like 4 players I'm thinking about. There's a few routes I could go. Let's go. I know I just said Brissett, and he's still there. I don't think I need to take him, though, because these aren't guys that are starting for me. I would take give me Teddy. Damn. Yeah, give me Teddy.
You're gonna take Teddy Bridgewater. Bridgewater's had like some really quality, like
Teddy Bridgewater's career was just derailed by an historically unlucky injury.
Yeah.
And he's made good on his NFL career since that injury. He's still hanging around. He could have been out of football. He could have been done. But he had an opportunity in New Orleans. He had an opportunity in Carolina. He had an opportunity in Denver. And now he's getting another one in Miami. He's a journeyman fully. Yeah, I know who you're taking next. He had, again, that would have been my next one.
Continue with your Bridgewater.
That's it. I'm mad you took my player.
All right. I don't remember what pick this is. This is pick 8. At pick 8, I'm going to pick a live wire. I'm going to pick Taylor Heinicke.
Yeah.
Because he has some magic sometimes. And he might be able to actually outplay the other quarterback if it's his night.
You know what's funny is Taylor Heineke should still be the starter. The Washington Commanders just got desperate.
Yeah.
Like they should have stuck with this, and they're doing Carson Wentz instead.
And yet he's available at pick 8.
Yeah, I know. I think this is telling us that backup quarterbacks are crazy uncertain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's no one to take but Jacoby Brissett, right?
Yeah. You can take him.
Well, no, I think I listen, there's other options, but you have to take Brissett here or else it just means you're not taking him. So I'm going to take Jacoby Brissett.
Okay.
Because that would be painfully stupid. By the way, how good is Cleveland's backup quarterback room?
Yeah.
We took both of them.
Actually, you took both of them.
I did. I took both of them. Yeah. I took Cleveland's entire quarterback room.
Specifically, I've taken both of them. I've decided Cleveland is too sleazy for me.
Fair enough.
So Jacoby Brissett, he's won games. He almost led the Colts, sort of.
Started a season with the Colts. Got a full year. It wasn't great, but he got a full year.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's been entrusted.
Kind of feel bad because it's not like he played awful. It's kind of just you're going from Andrew Luck to Jacoby Brissett. And
you know what's funny about the Colts is I think the Colts are afraid to commit. I think the Colts have a commitment problem.
Okay.
Because, think about it. Think about their future. Think about what they've done. What?
I just realized someone that's not on this list who was signed by the Colts.
Who?
Nick Foles.
Don't give me Brissett.
No, you already took him. I'm sorry.
No,
I am sorry.
Ebteen?
I'm sorry.
For my brand, damn it.
Your pick. You made your pick.
Ebteen.
You made your pick, John.
Put Brissett back in the pool and give me Nick Foley and Dynamite.
This is not how the draft works.
No, he was just a late entry to the draft.
So I am sorry.
No, Ebteen.
You do not.
That's sleazier than Cleveland.
You do not get Nick Foles.
That is
very sorry.
Can I trade you Baker for Foles?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll work something out live on the air. We're gonna make some.
Whatever.
Time.
Go ahead. Take him from my brand.
All right. So you took Jacoby Brissett.
Unfortunately, now against my will.
What do you mean against you? You announced the pick. The pick has been announced.
The player isn't on the board.
I know.
He made a board.
Sometimes.
By the way, it's on you because you did the AFC side here. So you literally just hit a player. You're a disgusting person.
Listen, no draft is complete without some utter chaos.
Yeah, no draft is complete until the Ravens fax machine goes off wrong.
All right, do you want Nick Foles?
Ideally, yes.
I don't want Jacoby Brissett.
I don't care what you want. Give me my Nick Foles. Big Dick Nick belongs on my roster.
All right, John. What happened was John was in the room, right? He was about to fax the pick, and then out of nowhere came this man named Charlie Day with a hammer, wearing a green suit.
Because he's playing Luigi.
Smashed the fax machine and said, "No, Nick Foles, John.
Vontae Foles, no matter what."
Yeah.
Take Jacoby.
I kind of don't want to out of principle now.
I'm going to end up with both of them.
Yeah. All right. So I'm looking for a player that can win me a game. I'm looking at Drew Lock is there. Case Keenum had kind of a, time. And a lot of these quarterbacks are Denver quarterbacks. If you notice.
Yeah, a lot of them.
We got Keenum, Joe Flacco, Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater. There's a lot of
Trevor Siemian.
Yeah, Trevor Siemian. Do I take the GOAT Nathan Peterman for the lulz?
if you do it, ruins the exercise.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like, and you know it does.
I am going to take. God damn it. I am going to take. Oh, I hate you, Jacoby Brissett.
Good.
I hate you. Nick Foles should have been mine.
No, you lied.
I didn't
You
lie.
misled the investors.
Don't call me Elon Musk.
As the oh my God. Did you see what his stupid ass said today?
No.
He basically threatened workers, like, if you're not in the office for 40 hours a week versus like if you're working remote, if you're not physically in the office for 40 hours a week, we're going to consider that you've resigned. We'll consider you resigned. What a jackass. He's turned into a real douche. I mean, as if anybody saw that coming. Oh, wait, just me? Okay.
All right, you have the next pick. Even though it feels like you just did your pick twice, just I'm not bitter.
Well, you took Brissett now, so I'm more bitter. Okay, who do I take? Do I clean out the Colts?
Here, while you think about it, these are our top 10 according to us in no particular order. Jimmy Garoppolo, Mitchell Trubisky.
Nick Foles is in the top 10 backup.
Andy Dalton, Taylor Jacoby Brissett, Tyrod Taylor, Baker Mayfield, Gardner Minshew, Teddy Bridgewater, and Big Dick Nick.
It can't be that he's a top 10 backup.
The Super Bowl winning quarterback.
All right, I'm going to make this next pick on upside alone.
Damn it, I was going to do that.
I'm going to take Jordan Love.
Damn it. I wanted to do that, but then I was like, he's not going to win me that game.
He's probably not going to win, but I need a developmental piece.
I need a third string backup.
I need a third string to my third string. I have so many quarterbacks. And some guys, you know what's funny? I have so many quarterbacks, and then I have like half of my team that's pretending to be quarterbacks. Like Jordan Love.
Who will be the first to draft Taysom Hill? Find out next time.
No one. No one at all.
So I'm back on the clock.
I'll trade players away so I don't have to take him.
Jordan Love was kind of the only developmental guy I wanted, to be quite honest with you. So I'm kind of pissed that not only did I let you get Nick Foles, now I also let you get Jordan Love.
You had to put him on a list. He wasn't on the list. Your job was the AFC. You withheld information from me. It's your own fault. No, it's clear that I won.
What are you talking about?
Oh, no, we all lose here.
Yeah. Jimmy Garoppolo is the biggest loser in all of this.
He is.
I am going to take, drum roll, please. Matt
It takes Matt Barkley. That'll show him.
I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna take Mason Rudolph. He has starting experience.
I don't hate that.
I don't think he's that good, but you can do worse as a backup.
He was closer to the top of my list.
Yeah.
All right.
That marks every Steeler quarterback, by the way.
Yeah, so the Steelers are done. All right. I'm gonna take. Who do I take? Ian Book. No. No. Absolutely not. For this exercise, there's absolutely no way.
Nathan Peterman can throw 4 interceptions in 4 drives, John.
I cannot believe he's employed. I'm truly stunned.
I can't believe he got a job after Gruden got unceremoniously dumped.
It's his third job.
Yeah.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? All right. I could go Tyler Huntley because he did get snaps last year. I just didn't like the snaps. So I'm going to go with, I didn't like any of them. So I'm going to go with.
You made me miss Lamar Jackson.
I'm going to go with a dude that I know is beloved by everyone he's ever played with.
Really? Okay.
Chase Daniel.
Yeah.
Chase Daniels, like everybody that's played with Chase Daniel loves Chase Daniels.
Chase Daniels basically just a quarterback coach at this
He's
point.
basically a coach. Yeah. He really is.
Which will help you for Jordan Love.
I need one.
Yeah, you need.
There was a second guy I was considering. I'm curious if you were also in the same mindset. So I'm not going to say it yet.
Okay.
But Chase Daniel makes it, so I basically can't pick him.
So I'm just going to take my developmental quarterback before you corner the market. And I'm going to take the much worse Jordan Love in Kellen Mond. Although we don't know. We haven't really seen Kellen Mond do anything.
According to Chris Sims, he's a Pro Bowler. By the way, he's doing the QB list right now.
Oh, I can't wait till that's done because, boys, that's another episode.
I know, and girls and non-binary friends and Tyrannotars. That's the first Pokemon card on the table right here.
Okay.
I wish I could talk to Tyranitar. He'd be mad. Strikes me as
off-season John's weird.
No, off-season John that's still on like anti-congestant is weird because I'm still on anti-congestant.
So I'm going to take Kellen Mond. Coming into the draft as a prospect, I liked him as like a developmental type thing. I hated the fit with Minnesota, and it really hasn't bore any fruit whatsoever.
Will it.
They keep on signing Kirk Cousins to extensions, so that tells you how they feel about Kellen Mond. But
I just realized I never finished what I was saying about the Colts, and then you put Nick Foles in.
Yeah.
And then all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
Finish this point about Minnesota, then I'm going way back to that.
Okay. I'm just gonna hope I have better luck for this one game.
I only remembered because of what you just said about Minnesota, because it actually applies to them too.
Okay.
Minnesota is afraid to move on from their quarterback.
I don't know why.
I don't either. But the Colts have a different problem. The Colts' problem is they now have commitment issues because they were not ready at all for Andrew Luck to retire. Which, like, of course,
nobody wouldn't be.
Nobody was. Of course, they weren't ready for it. I'm not even faulting the Colts. Like what I'm saying here,
I fault them for the offensive line they built around Andrew Luck.
Yeah, but they built. Now their O-line's great, but it's just not. It was too little, too late for Andrew Luck, and that's okay. The only thing I don't fault the Colts for where they are now, but at some point you're gonna have to nut up and basically say we don't have a quarterback, we have to draft one because what have they done since Andrew Luck?
Jacoby Brissett, Phil
Rivers, Jacoby Brissett, Carson Wentz. Then for about a couple of weeks, talking themselves into Sam Ehlinger being a starter.
Yeah, and
now a 30-something-year-old Matt Ryan. They're just not doing it. They think they have the team, and they're just trying to put a guy there right now. You're not doing it right. You need a quarterback. And they have not. They've absolutely not. They were not going to get Matt Ryan. What would they have done if Atlanta, like if the Matt Ryan thing had never soured, what was Indy going to do this year? Seriously, what were they going to do? Baker, maybe.
Or Jimmy.
Baker or Jimmy, you'd still be in the same problem. Baker would actually have been a good move because it gives you the ability to develop a younger quarterback. But Jimmy's not good and crazy expensive. Matt Ryan's old as dirt. You don't have it. So I do not envy the position that Indianapolis did. I do not envy that position one bit.
And yet, they're probably going to win the division.
How many more backups do I have to pick?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more backups. We're getting down to the wire.
Oh God!
It is your pick. Can I interest you in a Mike White?
Not if you paid me. I'm gonna select. I don't know. Give me Trask.
Gross.
Give me Trask. Maybe I can pull some of the Brady.
Off him. You mean Kyle Pitts' quarterback?
Yes, I mean Kyle Pitts' quarterback.
I will never forget watching Trask tape and saying, "Who's this other guy?
Who the hell is 84?"
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Drew Lock.
Fine.
I'm gonna hitch my boat to Pete Carroll and say you're right. There is something else there, and it might be okay.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to do Geno Smith. I'm going to do the other Seattle Seahawk because he has more starting experience and more starting success. The word success is already limited here.
Yeah.
But still.
We're reaching a point where Nathan Peterman's a solid get.
No, he is not.
Okay. I kind of want the elder statesman now.
I left him there for you. After taking Chase Daniel, I couldn't take him.
I kind of want Josh Johnson.
That is not what I was referring to.
What, Chad Henne?
I absolutely was referring to Chad Henne.
Chad Henne looks like he's 50.
He does. Epstein reminded me that Henne was still in football, and I'm like, no, he's not. But he is.
Josh Johnson is the same age as Chad Henne. So...
Yeah, Josh Johnson. I have a memory of Josh Johnson because I got a chance to see him play against Philadelphia as a starter with Tampa back when Tampa was a complete mess. And we're talking like before Jameis. Like that's how far away ago this was. He wasn't good. Yeah. He really wasn't good.
He really wasn't.
He was really bad. He was really not good. I'm going to
go with Josh Johnson.
I just cursed. Chris. Sorry, I just cursed.
I mean, we don't care anymore, remember?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my quarterback coach.
All right. What do I have to do? One more?
I think you have two more.
Oh no, I don't.
Oh, no.
Do I really?
No.
Do I really have two more?
No, one more. This is the last one.
Thank
for you.
God.
Your final pick.
Thank God. All right.
The 19th backup quarterback.
All right. So the question is, do I take Ian Book would be funny for us.
Yeah.
Because every so often a team that will do a football, like a Topps football, like card break, a trading card break. And Ian Book is in every single set in like the rarest variants possible. And they're all Ian Book.
Ian Book got a lot of love this year.
Ian Book got so much card love. It was sick. I'm not doing it. I am going to select. I'm going to go after a dude with some playoff experience.
Okay.
Actually, I can't do the player I wanted to do.
Why?
The player I wanted to do is currently in a division with a guy with a ring. So I got to take the guy with the ring. I wanted to take Keenum because of his playoff experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Joe Flacco, though, because he won a Super Bowl as a starter. I'm going to take Flacco.
All right.
I'll take an experienced guy, even though everyone forgets that he did it.
Okay. You take Joe Flacco. I am going to end this off with I really want to take Nathan Peterman.
Don't.
I've been looking at Case Keenum for a while. Like I really have actually been looking at Case Keenum for a while.
Every team needs one.
I'm still just gonna say, you know what? Kellen Mond needs a lot of help. And I'm gonna go for a quarterback coach again. I'm gonna get Brian Hoyer.
All right. Hoyer deserved to be picked.
Yeah. So the 20th quarterback is Brian Hoyer. Now, John, why did we do this stupid?
Because since 2016, there is a quarterback that is not on this list that probably should be. And damn it, it's time that this show actually references him because we kind of haven't discussed it. And I will say, I'll be the first one to say it on the show because I don't know what your opinion the entire time has been about. You guys are talking about Colin Kaepernick. I don't know what your opinion on Kaepernick. What?
Who's that guy?
Right. Now, I actually don't know what your opinion was the day of. Screw the kneeling or whatever. I don't care about any of that from a perspective of me. Like, I don't. Because I never cared. You want to kneel during the anthem? Go ahead. It's a stupid song anyway. The song is fine. We have the utmost respect for, the country and the troops and whatever. But we understand. We understand Colin Kaepernick's concerns. And they're relevant, damn it. He chose to do what he did because he needed to. It got you listening. My biggest point that should be made is that I just selected 10 pieces of garbage, and he's better than at least 7 of them.
Now, I mean, like he's better. We've just selected 20 of them. He's probably better than 18 of them.
Everybody we didn't select, he's better than.
Yeah.
Everyone we didn't select, he's better than. He's better than Kyle Trask. If you'd picked Peterman, I would have castrated you. He's probably better than Mason Rudolph. He's probably better than Geno Smith. He played against Flacco in that Super Bowl I just mentioned. He's probably better than Kellen Mond. And at this stage, he's probably better than Andy Dalton. Now, my previous opinion was Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job because he's not good enough to take away from the media circus that will ensue when he gets signed. I no longer believe that because I am looking at the list of every primary backup quarterback in this league, and 80% of them are duty. They're actually trash. The NFL has a backup quarterback problem.
NFL has a quarterback problem in general.
Right. Yeah. And it extends to the backups. I'm not saying give him the reins. He hasn't played in a while. I get it. But there is no damn reason with this roster of backups that he does not have a job. Now, I understand a few years back, there was reporting the Jets offered him a contract and he tried to negotiate a higher number. And the Jets went a different direction. I understand that was a rumor. I do not care. Look at this. Hell, they gave Jacoby Brissett $15 million a year to quarterback the Colts. It's what they did. They did that. They're giving Trubisky, isn't Trubisky 14 this year or something? It's 12 or 14. It's something stupid. Guys, give me a break. Give him 10. Hell, he'd probably take 8, but give him 10. Give him Trubisky's contract. Who's it? Let's look real quick. Let's do it this way. Who didn't pick anybody?
Oh, I already closed it because the Raiders weren't picked.
The Raiders didn't. The Raiders have nobody, right? Your backup quarterback right now is who? Jared Stidham?
Jared Stidham.
Now, here's what I'll say. I'm going to give the Raiders.
Stidham knows the system, so that's probably why he's there.
Fine. Right, that's fine. I'm going to give props to the Raiders real quick because the Raiders worked them out. The Raiders just gave Colin Kaepernick a workout, which, to my knowledge, was met with positive reviews. I don't know. Did Vic Tafur say anything in particular? Like, what was said?
I mean, the Raiders, since they brought in this new front office, have been pretty tight-lipped. So not only did we find out about the actual workout, like literally the day of, but there really isn't anything that's come out of the workout except like he's looked a little rusty, but his talents were still very positive. It's very general and vague of what we actually know.
Is he in shape?
Probably.
Can he throw?
Probably.
Guys, put him in the camp. Just put him in camp.
Keep
him in camp for 2 months.
There are rumors that he's been offered something, but not a single rumor that has been credible has been mentioned after
nothing hard. Yeah. Nothing hard material has been displayed. Yeah, I understand. Listen, Tim Tebow had an NFL job last summer. I mean, he had an NFL job last summer, not as a quarterback, but he had an NFL job for a couple of months. There's no reason for this.
Now, before we wrap up, I just want to say, we've talked about it off camera. I've wanted Colin Kaepernick for years, just because I want my defense to practice against a quarterback.
Damn it! It's because you've had Nathan Peterman in your damn building.
Yeah,
you had Nathan Peterman. You had Matt McGloin.
Matt McGloin was great as a backup.
Yeah, you're telling that's the Penn State fan. Yeah. No, he is not. The Jets currently employ Mike White
and Joe Flacco.
The Chiefs' number one backup is 36.
Chad Haney.
Jacksonville's backup is CJ Beathard. Houston's got Kevin Hogan.
Stanford.
Dallas is Cooper. Detroit. Oh my God, Detroit. Detroit's the ugliest one. Tim Boyle and David Blow or Blau. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I know it's not anything half of what Colin Kaepernick's talents are. Now, I'm not going to sit and pretend like I think Colin Kaepernick is a great quarterback. I do not think that. I think he's fine. And honestly, that's kind of what my analysis has always been of Kaepernick. But to sum up and to wrap up, we do this exercise, A, because we're lacking content. B, because we're trying to look at this from a critical perspective and say, enough is a freaking enough. Give the man a contract because this is getting silly. As soon as I was on the phone with my mom, who taught me this sport, who taught me this league, and I know we're at time, but I'll try and say this very quickly. We were on the phone, we were talking about quarterbacks, and at that moment, Nathan Peterman was signed. Nathan Peterman was given an NFL job again. Mm-hmm. I do not want to continue to live in a world where Nathan Peterman has an NFL job and Colin Kaepernick doesn't. I'm not saying Kaepernick needs to start tomorrow. I'm saying he needs to be considered as a better option than Nathan freaking Peterman. And with that, I will rest my case.
I mean, listen, the whole point is to get better. Colin Kaepernick makes your team better, and your defense will get practice against running quarterbacks, something that's getting ever more prevalent in the NFL. This is good.
Nathan Peterman's really good if you want to play like 500. If you want to play like the jump ball competition. And that's it.
That was this week. Welcome to the offseason. Again.
We're going to get hella edgy and content starved.
Bye, guys.
We'll think of something for next week. Talk to you later.